Yes, Dave. Seems like I left my light over you past night. Yeah, me brethren. Yes, I, enough strength, man. Yeah, me, I. Yes, I. That's stuff, alright.
Right.
Yeah, man, you know, there. Boy. Yeah, some people in the world that are not easy, yeah. But anyway, I dig nothing I have to live. Since I insist to live, I have to live. You know, you got one thing called, one make-up thing called, one thing where they make up to take control of the world, to frighten everybody, one thing called climate change. And me just hear politics on the side, they talk about climate change and them don't have a clue. All them a do. Yeah, all them a do a echo. They don't have a clue what them a talk about. Now, climate change is so important, right? The last stock shop they had. Russia in a shop, China in a shop. Then I say China is the most pollutant in the world. I put out the most pollution in the world. China in a shop, Russia in a shop. They hustle out Biden out of the room before he could have make a statement. So that's something serious to go on there. You think they're really serious? China in a shop, Russia in a shop, they hustle Biden out of the room before he could have make a statement. Hey! Greetings, my brethren. Big up on yourself. Shabani, big up yourself. You see? Now, me I hear them. Little youth like nature and all of them, they talk about climate change and river defense and that and that and that. To mitigate this and that and sea rising and a whole. I wonder if them brother you know what them talk about. Them just a echo with them boss tell them. They really know what going on. If them think they're so important, how come people like Russia and China and America not make no presentation, then they vote for the so-called bill and then go there for vote for? No. Me a politics here tell you about what we could do. You back a bullshit, what we could do to prevent climate change. What we could do. In other little piece of 2x2 rock here, so what we could do. We not pumping any so-called pollution in the air from any factory to say we could stop that doing that. If people and them who do that, we can stop them from do that. So we do out here, I put pressure upon our people to talk about what we could do and what we can do. All we have to do is keep the neighborhood clean, keep the environment clean, we can't do nothing else. What we could do? Huh? You the big set of talk about what people could do to prevent climate change. And you a drive car. You not drive car. You tell me how me could prevent climate change, but nature you a drive car. And then thing they would then say, and I mash up, I cause climate change. Nature, how come you not got an electric car? You and Milo and Ralph and all the rest of you and all your leaders all like who just talk about climate change. How come I not got electric car? How come and you attack fossil fuel this and fossil, we need fossil fuel. You know nothing else, so? And by the way, you can't work with fossil fuel. So how you condemn fossil fuel and you drive a car and work with nature, I want to take a, nature, me already do some one boy, you know, can me vote for you. Me campaign for you, another one guy you want them before. And you don't know me already. For me, want to respect nobody. Because I don't care who you be, me hear you talk shit, I'm going to tell you so. Nature, you know nothing about climate change. Keep out the conversation. You know, nobody I know. Nothing about climate change. I must keep out of them conversation. Them conversation enough for we. Because in had nothing now we could do. Or we can add to, or we can take away from. In had nothing now we could do to affect the climate, to affect climate change. So we are come put pressure upon our about. Youth, we just go ahead. We just go ahead, sir. And that's all the youth when I come out yesterday and you know nothing. Nature better you go back at home and go fly there and jam crayfish. Stop that crap. You're more useful to the nation for go home and go plant in it. Stop that crap about climate change where you know nothing about. Half did it. I create a whole heap of disturbances. Half. And you want blame we are for contributing to climate change, nature? Where are we to climate? Tell me what level of pollution that we are used to pollute the atmosphere, nature. Youth, they are the most mindful, you know, and all this kind of thing where I got think of education and being tricked by the same oppressor who I play attack against. You know what I attack climate change because I feel like I'm going to get money. Not again, all them things they dry up. Because none of you has politics. You got no independent idea as how to develop our nation. So that's why I have to go echo. The echo with them boy out there. Them a pay you for talk about climate change. So then they could turn around and sell you a whole heap of thing talking about climate change. Dotish, we need climate change. That does not exist. That's a lie. It's a hoax. And them who manipulate the weather. Tell America stop manipulate the weather. And then you go see we go on. Talk about climate change. Nature right there now. I'm not tell you. None of the original, a whole bag of copycat from the Prime Minister and the cabinet to the opposition leader and his cabinet. All of you are copycat. I don't know what you talk about. Me no care, you know. Because when you I have to get that check out. I don't understand why that a jump. I don't know what I have to do. Anyway. I did just a jump and a echo with the one to you echo. You see? Just like how you jump on bandwagon now and I follow along Bill Gates to poison out the peoples around the world. Because I ain't got no ideas. I ain't got no money making ideas. I ain't got no developmental ideas. Can't you comrade all of you? You comrade and all of you are creative juice dry up. I want to come talk about climate change. Mama got people and them. And I force the people and them into this and forth. Around the world people are studying on you. All of them who been at the climate change summit then drive jet plane go there. Some of them are their own private jet. Then drive and go there and go by climate change. Talk shop we talk about carbon emission and carbon footprint and fossil fuel emission, fossil fuel footprint, and all of them drive fossil fuel plane for go in at the talk shop. I want to tell me why me don't listen to Babylon. Period. Babylon can tell me if you do give me no advice if you do because Babylon is the problem. And Iman is the solution. Babylon is the problem. They want out that. Man, the only climate change is the hard increase in commodity. How you mean? How you mean that I want climate? That I climate will mash up the wall. When you want to put food prices out of reach, that climate they mash up the wall. Big up yourself, Shabani. That climate change will mash up the wall. You bag of hypocrite and traitors. Only one big long set of talk when I mean nothing. Nothing. Your conversation don't make no sense. Because you talk one thing and do the other thing. While you talk. While you say, get rid of pollution, they create pollution. We make a walk by summit and swim. Now you going up in your big jet. And I say, boy, watch now. Nature boy go sit down when I had time. Then I don't go say, sit down here. Because people say, God go bless you. Sit down. Sit down, brethren. Now come out here and talk like, you know, people who no go laugh after you. Because me not even know nothing. And me know a bullshit you talk. Let me tell you again. As scientists aiming to prove that the globe are warm. Well, me don't know whether he jump up himself or what he do, but he put on a shorts and swim in the big ocean up there. So, a little bit after that, the American Science Journal released a statement to say global warming is a hoax. So that's switching name from global warming to climate change. It still is a hoax. No different. They lie. One scientist put it like this. If there is such a thing called climate change, how come you have an island full of ice and the name Greenland? It's because it was green before. It's a natural phenomenon that goes on in creation. They claim about around every 6,000 years. And there is nothing that we could do or we didn't do to prevent it. They're telling you about CO2 in the atmosphere and they don't have no proof. When people question them, they don't have no proof about no CO2 in the atmosphere. About no destruction of ozone. The scientists claim that the sun right now is at its weakest level since man started study or chart the sun, wherever. And because of this, we will be having some unusual pattern, weather pattern. There will be time when the UV rays in the sun will be so violent. And then there's a time when just rain will just drop out of the sky just like that. Right? He even go on to say, people must not even go outside without hat and cover up your skin from because this UV rays could destroy. You know what I mean? Because of the level of the UV rays. And we see that. We see some hot sun come out, we see some shower rain that's brought down. And Babylon will tell you that climate change. What is climate change? Because you see, we have to remember we not got the instrument on them, you know. And them got them so they could not tell us anything. But you know what amazing? We know them are liars, but we don't question them. We know them are liars, but we don't question them. You see? Because now, every time they need to bring a new product, then tell you something different. Then decide to bring a new brand communication system. Telecommunication or all kind of communication. To introduce that, then tell you all I go end 2000 and computer go crash. How come computer not crash? Computer not still did it? Because they want to sell you a new technology. Our new technology they want to sell you. So then tell you say computer go crash. How come computer not crash? Computer not crash, then just reset. Because computer did it still. And when I see all them things, then we still believe what them a tell you, right? Cocoa tea and bread. Morning! Coming to you live from the studios of Gotapa. In America. Hope America. Cocoa tea and bread. Nature, you must start drinking some cocoa tea and eat some bread. And get wise. I go to while me and hear you just start and think in nature. Nature. You need nature, you know nature take a course. And you talk about climate change, you know got them thing in nature and you need nature. Youth be wise. Wise up yourself and don't be no clown. And don't make no boy how you are carry there like a mule carry about the agenda. Nature, you don't know nothing about climate change. Nature, you're no scientist. Don't start to talk so. You go down to school down there, so they teach you to 3 little redundant things, and you never went forward to develop that into something. So you don't know, you not got no right to come tell her nothing about climate change. You and Milo and Ralph and Arnim and all that. Fireburn me I call Arnim, you better get out of that. Friday and all that. I not got no knowledge to come tell her about climate change. Because you never do no research, you not no scientist, you never journey into the field. So I don't know nothing about climate change. And stop lying to we people over things I don't know. Because I get paid for tax, so I think me no know. Because I hear them tell you, if I not tax, I will not lend you no money. No. So them hold you hostage to tell you people like. Because you dependent. You see me I tell you? I don't have no ideas how to make money for develop your people. So I have to bow to them by out their lives and their wishes. Look where I get to a point where now we all are you conspire against all of you talk about vaccine. You always work together against the people. I just pick out your topic with try I go sing the same song. You're good pan that, you know. Because you think you whole are we do this. Right? Nature. Now take me time and burn out a lie, you know. Yeah, me tell you. Because none of I don't really know where you depend. I just jump into an opportunity. Jerry Scott create a vacuum, you jump in. You got idea, you got developmental ideas. You are the most powerful NDP candidate. Now so, you win big. Well, you're one of them. Win real big. But how do you convert that big win to the development of the people? You not got no ideas. The only idea you got a climate change. You and Major I win big. That I could talk about. I win big in our constituency. But what are your development programs on the ground? Oh, are you not in a power? Bullshit, how you not in a power? People vote for you. If people don't vote for you and all that, I could tell you people are not in a power. But how I know for I not in a power, how I know for talk about climate change. You see me mean? Opportunistically. I lie you, opportunity. You're not in a power. But how you could talk about climate change? Why? Yeah. You're not in a power, so you can't do nothing. But you could talk about climate change. So you see all where I say. All I could do a talk, I ain't got no action. Because climate change, I got no action, you be a big talk. Because, watch, let me tell you, no industrial country in the world are going to bow to shut down their factory. None of them. We not got no factory. We depend on the same people and them who them say pollute the atmosphere. We depend on them because we not make nothing. We not make nothing. So when we fight to close down them, the people who then claim a pollute the atmosphere, when we fight to close them down, we're going to happen to area because area not make nothing. They try not put nothing here for people to move up and to say, well, that the anti-climate change, so we burn fire up and all them boy out there, so with them climate change thing. Shut down them factory out there and what happened to us in here? You see how we bandwagonist? You see how we do this? No. All of the commerce come to a standstill out there in the Big West. And that one another thing na look pan. You see my barrel will come in here for Christmas. Commerce come to a standstill out there. What can we do to change what's going on out there? What can we do to get these ships offload and get the warehouses in America clear up so that things could go along again. Can we do anything to that? All of that is part of the problem and a major problem too, and that is a bigger problem than climate change. Can we do anything to these things? Are we in control? Do we have the power? So you see, all we could have just echo. Fire burn. Man, listen, man. Boy. My brother mash up, man. Man, you don't hide them, man. I get me pissed. I'm going to look at another box of matches inside this, man. We do them people here. They really serious that we're going on. Hey, Roots, give me like half a minute now. I come again. Yeah. Me the only one supposed to guess and talk them, see. Because I'm not got no training, I'm not got no education. So I'm who supposed to talk them, see. Now like Nature and them who been in school and Milo and them they been in school. They youth, them they come now to be the future leaders of the people. And all them could talk a bullshit with the oppressor tell them out there. Them not got no proof, them not got no research. All them not got echo. And them they, Milo and them they are our future leaders. People not got no foundation, they not got no thinking of their own. All them could have copycat. Listen to Milo how he does talk about climate change. You know anything about climate change? What he know about climate change? He a scientist, he ever do any research? But he has biggest mouth. That may I tell you. Because all they know, all they want to do is tell how we don't think how we are here. But now you know why not about climate change. Because climate change, yes or no, we can't control that, we can't do nothing to that, we can't stop it. We can't make it happen, we can't stop it. We not got no food in the place. Agriculture gone down. And all them could tell you about climate change. You want to stop climate change, plant food. Plant up the whole island and they go stop climate change. Old bag of dundo head out there, so say, I a leader, Ralph, all of you. And I have nothing towards the development of our people. You must remain all your slaves. You know, boy come here, boy go there. That's why you are run away. Because you are dumb. So when are you done? When I run out of ideas, I run come down with all your scare tactics. Man, fire burn. Fire burn. You hear me say? Fire burn. Yeah, man. We tired of hearing weary talk, brethren. We want action now. Tired of weary talk. You see? The people and them vote for you. If I know got no power, move out the way resign. I make you not resign. And you can't tell her about you can't do nothing behind all your opposition and them. You don't tell her. Then can't do nothing because them not got the power. At one point I be 7 of them. And they still I say they not got the power. Then can't do nothing. Them MIA, all of them, MIA. That's why they can't get the power to do nothing. People vote for you overwhelmingly in your constituency. And all you could tell the people and them that you not got the power. You blame them. Then give you the power. Nature Southly what give you the power. Major East Kings, Central Kingston give you the power. So I insult the people and then by telling them you not got no power. What you want them to do again? They give you the power. You have to know how to use it because you say you know how. So you fail them to use the power that the people give you and you insult the people's intelligence by telling them you not got the power. How you not got the power and then give you? What you do with it? You give Ralph? Don't do head all lie, you tell me about leader. Lead who? Lead who? They can't lead me. But I mean line up behind a crayfish a river easier than line up behind Heidi. A crayfish be my leader than Heidi. Roast banana my leader than Heidi. And you can't leave me because I know nothing but get to life. And me I tell all of you that without any apology. Like old people used to say, without water in my mouth. Me tell all of you that none of you can lead me. Because he blind, no blind not lead me because me no blind. All of you blind. One whole bag of talk without any substance, without any foundation. Climate change, I put food on people's table. You did only. Left scientists who talk about climate change. You talk about how people and them go get food for them. Because that's what they vote you for. Then I been vote you for tell them about climate change. Don't go ahead. Let's go ahead. People could eat climate change. Do this. Always looking for a bag of excuse when I feel. Climate change I prevent you from develop your nation worldwide. Watch it all are you. China build up the army for take over the whole world. Them not study climate change. And them not listen to nobody and tell them about climate change because them they know climate change a hoax. Them got their own scientists. And them know climate change a hoax. So they not bother with them. They not bother with them. You see. The Pope, all of them who join in this thing, all of them are bandit. They sell out. The Pope has truly reveal himself to be Satan in flesh by joining with this divided nation to deceive the entire world, talking about climate change. The Pope is a liar. The Pope is a bandit. And the whole world go foot to foot behind them boy. The whole rape off the youth man and them round the Vatican and down in all of them Roman church. Them the example for follow. Them the people who take advice from. Eh? The Pope or somebody for take advice from. When all of them is being accused of raping little boy. How you take advice from them there? The little one wrong in England wrong, they now jump up and interfere in our governmental affairs worldwide. A jet in a free jet plane from England, gone over summit, and here drive a jet plane and a gone out, they go tell people about carbon emission. You see how we do this? Nature, carbon emission and climate change. When you become Prime Minister, you're going to go stop all the cars, all the vehicles and them from run on the road. Because you can't talk about CO2 emission in a climate change and fossil fuel and all them bullshit there, and you still got vehicle run on the road. How you go got vehicle run on the road and you talk about fossil emission? You know see that one bag of bullshit, you know see I not ready yet. What you talk about? Where you talk about? They got cars. No I got more than one car. But still I tell you people about fossil fuel emission and CO2. When they are big contributors of it. How much are we down in the ghetto got car? They got. So they contribute to the climate change what I talk about. I want to come push them on our way. Yeah. That's what I say. You bandit. Boy, truth I reveal all of you for the nothingness that you are, all of you. All of you politics. The truth I reveal all of you. I think I you well dressed. But the king not got on no clothes. That all of you. The more the monkey climbs, the more he ass exposed. That's the way I do. I play I climb high, but I expose all your nakedness because you're empty. I not got no solution for the development of the people that I will not tell you. I'm not tell you that, and you prove me wrong that way for do. You see? Because look some more here are you there. And I tell the people the same thing over and over. Because I got no power. Wait till me get power. Till when? You tell hungry belly people, wait till you get power and you don't know when you going to get power. So if people and them are going to do until you get power. And that may I tell you. You think if me run out there and win a constituency, me going to tell my people and them wait till me get power? and then don't give me power. How me go do that? Me insult them that backward, that mean me not got no ideas. That mean me have to depend on somebody to tell me what to do. Because me know say everything that we see visible now was first invisible. It goes from nothing to something. And if you want to say you're a leader and you can create something from nothing, then what kind of leader you be? You're a gold spoon leader. How much power you want people give you? How much? So that you could be effective. Yeah? Now, the best time for you to prove yourself, at the time when you say you not got power. Produce a model constituency. You see, because the majority of people in the constituency vote for you. So since they vote for you now, you just have to know now how to come together with them and walk together with them to build the constituency. But the only thing I know how to drive wrong in your car and pollute the atmosphere. Now that's how you do. And then when I done, I want to come tell me who not got no care about climate change. What me I do for damage the climate? What me I do? You tell me. Plastic bag, me don't import none. They bring them in here. So you tell me now how am I? Yeah. Heap up coals pan them Shabani. Heap coals pan their head. They have proven that them don't know what them I do. Big up Monty. Yeah man, now come here, come burn them, you know. Because, you see, truth have to bust out a man like a river. Now, what you do? One thing you know cover down a truth. You can't cover down truth. You might cover down fire to an extent, but you can't cover down truth to know. Truth have to bust out. And the truth has say that all are you incompetent and I blame the people for everything. No, now you not take no blame. Nature, you full of kittles and walk go up a nice radio. And then you tell the nation you are protest against carbon emission. But you drive your car, nature. Milo, you drive car. Your daddy has so much car. And then when I did done, I tell her about pollution. We are pollute. How come an area who pollute? Plastic is a hazard in the place. Ghetto people do import them thing there. And him do ghetto people import them. And the government clear the way to do that. So still at the government that bring them thing there in here. And when they done you want to tell her that area fault. How area fault? Yeah? The same people who talk about climate change, them make plastic. And already out here echo climate change and already out here distribute them the plastic. And now we still talk about climate change and I blame the people. What kind of bullshit are you going with? Within your head. And you don't think of it. Because all of you feel that all of you out here notice. But you forget. You got one dundo head with you out there who don't take telling from people, you know. This dundo head here don't take telling from people. From me small, me daddy beat me up, me teacher beat me up because me can't take telling. Me have to be comfortable with it on the inside, that's how me work it out. Now when you tell me, now when nobody tell me, I know me can't work so. You see me I say? Me defend one thing throughout my life. And that are the liberation of the minds of my people. And me burn fire upon anyone. Me no care if you could God, you could Jesus, you could Satan. Once me see you, I put stumbling block in you and my people. Me burn you. Me no care who you be. Non-partial liar. And that no mean me got nothing personal against no one. Me no got no personal. Because me burn fire upon nature. Nature me brethren. Yeah, him and me brethren. I meet him up and ask him so he can't tell you no because him and me brethren. You see me I show you. But when it comes to my people, That I want different case. I want different matter. No personal between me and you when it comes to my people. That I will me attack. You see, me not have none against nature. For do I me vote for him, how much time I vote for him? Since he got there. Me vote for him since 2001 up to the last election gone there. Me not have nothing against him. But me talk how me see it, and me tell like upon anyone they have a right to defend themselves. You see, I think about me when you tell me you want to represent me, which that I want no. No, nobody represent me. Me do them things a few times, so, but I want no. When you tell me you want me to represent you, when you tell me you want to represent me, you left me for question you. You put yourself in my court for me question you. Because from me never did go out there and ask you to come represent me. You come and ask me to represent me. So then you ball in my court and me I play the game now you. You can't tell me what to do and what to say. You lose the right to tell me what to do when you come say you want to represent me. Because you see me overstand representation mean. And then so you can represent me and me I represent you. Because you go to parliament in my name. Me send you there, you not send yourself there. And when me say me I talk about all the people who vote for all of you. Non-partial. Who send you a parliament and you not send yourself there. And when the people and them I look for Donny in them pocket I make excuse and then table empty and all they could do a talk about climate change. We will do it climate change, tell me. Look at the amount of water around Gwasi. We not harness none to enhance agriculture. But we are talking about climate change. What's the amount of water around Gwasi? We not do nothing to it. We not harvest none of it. So that agriculture could develop and the people can get food. We are talking about climate change. This island, yeah, most of it in such a way that, because almost every flat have a little slope. So this are in such a way that gravity irrigation could feed almost all the lowland. You see? But we now put them things in place. We are talking about climate change. We now dam water and pump it go up on the slope and them for agriculture. We are talking about climate change. Boy, boy, me just have to laugh, you know, because I don't know if them people I just ever serious. When I deny bed at night time, I just think about. When me don't think about nothing, you know, because me gone in and me go sleep. But plenty people say them I think when they in them bed, so me want to know why they just think about. Who come out here and tell her them level of crap why I talk about. Why I just think about that? Couldn't be idea talk about development. Look, so many things that could be done in this place for the development of the people. And all we have to do is to turn the people loose so that they could develop their skills, their personal skills. See? Because when the people, when we are able to develop our personal skills, That is how development does start. Look how America build. If the authorities see a youth a shit a road, so they carry in one factory or industry to create shit, to sell, make a money. A youth, so he could, you know, how to grow a tree, you know, how to fix a thing, you know, how to build something. They cap you up, they put in a region. The development. As they spot anybody with any ability or potential, they capitalize on that. But where I do wrong here, so? When I see anybody with ability and potential, we stand up on their head. Now that's where I do wrong here. And I talk about development. How you go develop? Can you ever develop a island, nation, or country, or whatever you want to call it, if the people are underdeveloped? So you tell me, the land itself now want on development because nature developed the land. Now, you come now and I tell the people about development, and all you have to build concrete. And when you done build concrete and cover down the earth surface, you can tell her about climate change. You see, when you take our best agricultural soil that they in a good position to irrigate and put concrete on there, and then when you're done, you can tell her about climate change. You see, when are we there working out organically, what are we do to the climate? Are we interfere with the climate? Tell me. So how you are blame her for climate change? You are bringing a whole, hey my brethren, greetings. You are bringing a whole bag of dirty lies here. You are bringing a whole set of grammar zone and grammar zill and touchdown and wrong down and all kind of and all kind of leftover nerve gas from World War III. Give the farmers and them for poison themselves and poison the land. And when you done, you talk about climate change. All them chemicals where you bring your runoff in the river. And when you done, you tell people about climate change. Why they brass face up? Of course, Shabani. Independent thinking people is not for them, because they do have any ideas as how to dwell with independent thinking people. So that is a threat to them. We know that. They can't afford to develop that level. That's why me burn them, because me know them are liars. And all them do tell the people lie to keep the people mind in control and keep the people believe in them when they're helpless. All of them helpless. They don't have no ideas, and then I move out of the people way so that the people could bring out their ideas towards development. Because, you know, let me tell you how that stuff like. You have some man out there who freed independent woman. You have some man out there who freed money making woman. Because then create a gap between them and the woman and watch human money and forget about the human personality. You see? And only I tell herself, she go show up for me because she got more money than me. How you go, oh man, go show up for you because you got more money than you, know, see, because you are clown. Because you not see woman, you see money. So you are clown. You see me I tell you? That a politician, they're afraid independent minded people. Because they don't have no ideas as how to fit in. They cannot fit in. Because they are followers who are the leaders. So they can't fit in. So they can't develop the people to be independent. Because they will not be able to fit in. All of them weak heart, all of them are oppressors. They don't have, watch, let me tell you something. Now, come and talk about the building of the combat. Let me tell you about the building of the dictator. Now, first thing is to develop a loyalty in the police force that will do anything for me. My first move. as a dictator. Because the only thing that could keep dictatorship intact is violence. Now, next thing, we remove peace, the barrier between the people and the police, so that the police could lick the people into submission. Right? Now, them who me can't really beat up because people are going to argue, me move them out. You see? And now, if you check out, them people who me move out, them people are the think tank and the production tank. But you see them here now, them here could think independently and come back to be a threat for me. So me have to move them out. And me have to put in my square pegs so that me could be in control. You see? Me have to miseducate the people to be loyal to me. So anything me tell them, then go see that as God's spell. You see? And them subtle little ways there, when me start to later put them in place subtly and the people now pay attention, then me go from one level to the other. You see? Because you have to do what me tell you to do. Me put things in place. You see how effective I am in using the law to get what I want? Yeah. Because I am by nature a dictator, so I must put things in place. It's easy, and it's easy to put things in place towards an unsuspected, bandwagon-minded people. You see? Now, why is not an easy road, you know? Because square pegs in a round hole, our problem. The government, square pegs in round hole. The opposition, square pegs in round hole. None of them do have a clue. And so the only thing that they could do is blame the people. You see? Now, they come and they say to us, they know how to do it. We tell them, all right, go along, do it. We sign one thing on a piece of card, you understand, and go on, mark what X, they go along, do it. And now we are called by you, you are say you not got power. So you not see that you are insult we and tell how we do this. How come you not got power? You ever come down in the ghetto amongst we and try to organize we into power? You ever do that? You ever come here and create what I just call a bipartisan approach towards your constituency to get all your people and them ideas from board? You ever do them thing there? All of you. And how come I say I no got no power when the people are your power? But are you usurpers? Are you want to take everything for yourself? And are you want to make people believe that everything have to come through you? That's why you are fail. Both government and opposition. That are the main reason why you are fail. Because you think when the people and the employer you become king and lord and ruler over them, and with them have to say, not important no more. So you have to get fire. Shabani. Yeah, educate all the sheep and can't find the lions to the ghetto, because you know the sheep only go for the slaughter and meat for them. But then can't yam lion. So then tell us that no, then could oppress the lion in the ghetto. But no longer go, so the lion will rise now. The lion are rising at them face because the people are stand up and reject them now. All over the world, the people are reject them now. Because the people are showing them, say now, we not no longer be no sheep to your slaughterhouse, to your, what them call them? What them call the thing? Abattoir. We not go there no more. All sheep right now, dead off, and a lion will rise. Because sheep only a belly full. A lion now, lion rise, and you can't hold on the lion no more in the ghetto. Because the lion rise to take him domain. Emperor Haile Selassie crowned in Ethiopia 1930. And the lion rise. That's why the people and them see you for who are you be. That's why the people and them see you only full of bag of talk, or could only run down by radio down there and talk and nothing can come out of it. And the people and them must go find food. And the man sit down wrong radio, listen to idea, attack, and where I attack now tell them how they're going to go get the next meal. Waste of time. Move out the way, all of you. Are you a stumbling blight to the people? I no got no ideas. Because the people is a wealth of ideas for you. Everything you have to know they among the people. But you don't know how to harness that because you don't have no intention in the first place. All you want to do is rule the people, all of you. I'm not stop burning you know. Because all of you hold bag of infidel. I no got nothing constructive in none of you. One can tell I no got power. Yeah? Almost 1,000 people inside your constituency. And I still say I no got power. We more power I want. I fail to recognize that the people are the power, not I. That's why I mix up yourself. Because all I do is rob the people from the power. That's why the whole thing is stagnate and not go nowhere. Because the people are the engine, and once you not take care of the engine and maintain the engine, and you cocotti and bread. hey, I got that baby come from you. Yeah. Because I can't expect me to talk nothing better, you know. Me can't talk nothing better, I got that baby come. Cocotti and bread. Hey, big up on yourself, you know, people. Now make them and their frustration hold you down, you know. Lively upon yourself and not go on like you're dead. No study them, you know. I'll come up with our own ideas of development and come together in a one and move ourselves forward. Show them boy they behind us, so them boy they not got no use, you know. So now feel bad, feel good that you try them and they fail. So right now we are going to try ourselves now. Because how we start to think. I feel like with a hold we down one place all the time. Yeah? The people, the same power where you are saying you not got. Are the people. Because you think you know for the people. You don't know for yourself. Collectively the people know for the people. No one are we not know for the people. All are we collectively know for the people. And I get majority, as I like to say, inside your constituency and can't harness it. And I go wrong and I blame the people. I no got no use. I no got no use. I no got no vision, none of you. Whether your name grabberman or opposition, it no make no difference. And because I no got no vision, I blame the people for this and blame the people for that. Imagine I blame how we have for climate change. I don't got no factory I push no smoke in the sky. I don't build no carrier. I don't refine fossil fuel, yeah. Then about. Look how politicians freaking out over climate change, thinking money is the only solution. And that's how we attack. Then set the people up on that illusion. So they can turn around and blame the people. So when they can full up the needs of the people, then go say a climate change because we not got money. Lie! They lie! And because they might turn them back on the people, make all them think they happen. And because they think they know what is best for the people, and the people don't know nothing for themselves, we make all them think they happen. And I lie to the people, I tell the people, but me not got power, and the people don't give you power already. You see me I tell you? It is never about us. We are see it. And make we now recognize it. We are see it. It is not about us. How the bumbo you could come tell I that you not got no power to do nothing? Either waste time. Move out of the way of the people and them. Don't tell them don't tell us I represent us. When I represent yourself. I lied. I represent us and I carry. What we tell I to do. It thing we vote for I for do I not do. We not vote for I for work with we. I work with we. Yeah, yeah. We vote for I for work with I work with we. Instead I work against we, not that I do and I blame we for everything. Hear me, brethren. I you not stop blaming we for your incompetence. You see me, I show you. Our simple thing. You come in at the ghetto. You check your people and them because you don't know them, you know. You know who are who in the ghetto. Because you say you're deep on the ground. So you know who are who in the ghetto. So while you are go about and you are asked them for vote for you, you are there collect ideas from them and overstand that how you are going to put that in place to include everyone. That's what you are there do. You now go study for win. But that are your problems. So when I don't win, I win alone, I go study for do. So I can't go further than that. Just like the Prime Minister. His only goal was to become Prime Minister. That's why he can't go no further than that. And so all I stop. I only want to win. I don't have no plan B. No backup plan. So when I win, I stick and blame the people. You see? So if you have put things in place from the time you are campaigning and check out the people and then you get right in with the people and them and you empower them all while you are campaigning, instead of telling them vote for you, you help them bring out the power within them. So when you help them bring out the power within them, you don't have to tell them vote for you again. You see? When you are telling them vote for you, you are telling them say you could do for them. And you have fractured people and them there. You have fractured them developmental thinking right there. So when you are telling them you can do for them, you not tell them all are we go do for we. You not tell them that. So you left them out. You not collect their ideas. You not show them that their ideas valuable. And you don't know how to harness it. So that's why you are telling people you not got power. Because you don't know what power is. You do not know how to harness power. So stop blaming the people and move out of the way. Come here, tell you, nature. If this Shaka Binghiwars lion here sit down, you sit down. Me I tell you, say South Leeward is a model. We do hide. Me I tell you that straight up. South Leeward is a model. Because you know why? South Leeward is one of the greatest constituencies in the island here. And he have a great position. South Leeward could develop the people and them of South Leeward independently by itself in a South Leeward. Me don't see that and me don't know that nature. But which part are you today? Because you see, another thing will happen to I the nature. Are you not seek out the real competent people inside your constituency? The people and them who know how to generate ideas amongst the people. Because you not want them things they to be known. I want everything to come under that you do this and you do that. That a foolishness, dread. That not leadership. That a dictatorship. All you a dictator. Because I don't make room for the voice of the people. While I blame comrade for dictatorship. All you a dictator. Hat up Monty. Every one of you. Because the people's ideas don't have no place in your program. And you feel the only thing that the people want to feel, they tell them what to do. You know, see that's why people don't bother with you. And just turn them back. But you know, it was from a smaller group, me I notice and trend, and it's still a gone. People have voted for politicians and turn them back and gone. So, because after they not vote, they realize, well, boy, nothing else, nothing. And then go do like foolish again and scrape the ground to pick up the little thing to feed and pick me. After every election, nothing go on. After every election, regardless to who win, I see people become redundant. The only time the people have any level of importance are when the bandwagon start to roll. And then start to junk the people with a whole heap of illusionary lies. Boy. About laws and confinement of the human race, not to be able to enjoy a carefree life, but yet calling animals, etc., wildlife. Well, you see, if you notice, then tell you how the animals dangerous because they live wild. So you must live a domesticated life. And you know because the animal does defend itself while I say wild. And you know because the animal stick with nature and say wild. So when they domesticate, you know, you unwild. You see. All in the game that they call mind control. To leave us out of every decision that they make so that we could convince ourselves that we can live without them. And they have to always be the leaders. No, them are usurpers. Them not no leaders. We as the people, we are the leaders. And we have to do like the proverbial bad man who got 10 pick-me for 10 different men. Fire all of them. As fast as them come, fire all of them. I want to keep on fire them till we get where we are look pan. Now, so, you see how the sister who, she know she just a look for a good man. Yeah, that 10 of them come give she 10 pick me and gone, but still she a look for a good man. You see. But as long as we keep on telling ourselves that them important, them go keep on believing that we unimportant. Everything we do, the choice is ours. You see? We know, down in the ghetto, that there are lots of things that we could do to put food on our table. But them boy, they are coming our way. So we have to stand up and tell them how things are going. Move. You now walk with us. So therefore you now walk for us. Move from there. Look, sometimes you just say people are complaining, but enough of them are drive through constituency with their window scrub. Them same one they will tell you about climate change. Then I walk through them constituency, then I drive through where their windows turn up. And then I tell you about gas emission. And then my big words they might use gas emission, CO2 emission. I don't even know, somehow I don't even know what them big words they mean. You see? Them who are commit all the crime are charged with to be criminals. Hot fire, big up Monty. Them are charged we to be the criminals. And them are commit all the crime. So I will go so again. All the chemical who are poison the river, we not bringing none here. All the chemical who are poison the soil and I give people them cancer, we not bringing none here. I same people and them want to tell you about climate change, I bring them in here. And I watch her in her face and tell her responsible time climate change, I must do this and I must do that. We not bring plastic in here. Me talk it over again. Me repeat myself, me not stop. You see? We not bring them thing in here, but them a blame her we. If them ban them chemical here, we can't use them here, you know. But them brainwash we to think you make our work easier. So we stop do things like swap labor. Because I no time for go when another man there. Farm right now, man, we go work with you and all kind of thing. Better me buy a girl and a Gramaxilla, Gramaxona, and touch down round up and burn down the place. And burn out yourself too. Because them things that take years in the earth. And you know, say, every time you go there, go walk, it a creep all through your fingernail. And you go there barefoot, it creep all through your toenail. You know them things there. And you go through your pores when the earth go on your skin. You know them things there. And you have to know how come all that strange cancer you bust up amongst you. Because here them tell you, cancer, farmer not for cancer because how farmer work hard. The hard work farmer work supposed to sweat out anything we back up in him. So how come farmer get cancer? Because of the way I use. How come all the crayfish and mullet and them are dead off in the river and them? And you tell me about climate change? You not pay attention to that. How come all the river and them in the island here so now the water unsafe for human consumption? It never good for wash your clothes in there. Who caused that? Yeah? You get everything and them for you so mash up your place. You get with that. Because I will vote for you to think you're going to be honest to Harry. So Harry just do what you tell Harry do. And then you blame Harry now. Tell me which ghetto man in charge of the importation this debt that is imported in the land here. Tell me. I lie you boy. Hard fireman. Watch. Me feel it better for some of you to shut up and take a back seat. Sit down. Sit down. I must see the part of you did too long. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Because from I now want to tell the people, sit down. You know what I mean? Move out of the way I allow you. Move out the way I go home. Because I allow you to confuse the people. Go home. The people need to get ourselves in a position where we can use our brain for ourselves. Not we idea tell how we. You don't do head. Only one thing I know how to blame Harry. Well, if I write problem, left Harry alone. We make I not do that. We make I not left Harry alone. Harry are the problem. We make the country now go forward. Well, left Harry alone. Let we find our way for ourselves. Because the only time when this island have been a developer, when I have been a listen to Harry, you know. When I've been spending most of the time I plant food. When I've been cable idea. When the people have been listen to idea when the nation been developed. But now, if people start to listen to idea now and the nation start to go backward. You know see? Because the idea stumbling blight. All are you. Here youth and elders right here in the South Leeward who know how to move agriculture forward within the chain of development. But I was stifle all of that. You tell me I not got power. And now you not try to develop within the ghetto. Look some youth in the ghetto here. Who got skills, just create some wicked kind of craft. Look so much musical youth there in the ghetto here. You see me I show you? And you, I say, you not got no power. Oy. Why sometimes me sat down and me think about this? Them kind of helpless people here who all they know have to run up in front and back after feed off. If people and them don't have a clue as to how to move the island forward, the only thing they know, both grab them in a position have to blame the people. All of them. Do you know what percentage of food wasted in SVG? That's a major problem in many countries, and politicians yet to pull that right, to put that right. I can't give a figure, but I could tell you plenty of it. Because, for example, like, okay, you see it sometimes like when there are this thing like trafficking going on, some things to move out. But then now, like trafficking hold up, like say, in them kind of thing, things might slow down. You will see a whole heap of mango away, so heap of breadfruit away, so heap of this away, so because in a no plan are they in place to cushion that. You see? No plan are they in place to cushion that. So now, I and I who are strive towards the liberation of the minds of our people inside that thing called National Liberation Movement. I and I now put things in place because I and I have certain equipment that could pulp mango, pulp ginger, everything, all the fruits, and I try to get them things they organize. You know, but as I continue to walk on the road, yeah, and so, and I walk towards that. Because them boy then I got no idea as to how to pick up the slack. And Rastafari I know. And I try to walk to put things in place because see all them things are and I reason. I don't know why I reason. So, but still I need the help from the people them and the overstanding from the people them and we have a contribution from the people them to go forward. And the major contribution I need from the people them is to be self-confident and know say I can do it. See? And as Monty put out the notice there, as a request from the host, as a request by the host, all donation to Cocoa and bread should be sent to Montgomery, Cupid, MoneyGram, Western Union, or to the account number 30 in front, and then 30459 at SVG Teachers Co-operative. Not just, now you see me non-partial, not just Cocoa and bread. Behil, me non-partial when it comes to that. Yes, cocoa tea and bread. But you see, cocoa tea and bread come from somewhere. It come from Behil. And in order for cocoa tea and bread to remain as a Behil, have to be focused. See? Yeah. I and I now are people who are very skillful and talented. Move around in the ghetto. We see that, we know that. We are even some of the best comedians here. Because they are listening to white boy a dark joke, but we can't even understand. We have dramatists here. We could have, what they call them, consorts. Very creative writers. We could have consort. You know, very good actors. Everything they among us, you know. But we just find ourselves and select some people who not know how to harness with amongst us. And all them can tell us that they not got no power. But look with them among us. Look with them among us. Great talent them among us. Great leaders they among us. But all we could hear me not got no power. What you want? A blood you want? Our blood will give you power, how you will get power? If the people are give you power, you don't recognize the people give you power. How you are going to get power? Well, go and go over to the government and then you're going to get power. Because they people put you in a place of power, but you cannot recognize it. Because you're not for real. You are not grounded and connected with nature, all of you. That is why all you have to talk about power. Power belongs only unto the people, brethren, not to you. There where I just get misled. So you are telling people you have to get power for do things for them. Power belongs to the people. They give you it already. But you don't know how to harness it. Right? You tell them you could. They give you. You don't know how to harness it, and you not come to ask them how to harness it. You want to stand up there with your pumps and pride, and your false pride, to still tell it, to make the people believe that you know. Well, they know you don't know. If people willing to work with you, all are you. But you can't admit that I don't know. That's the biggest problem. And you only people who could learn are people who know that they don't know. Because from you know you don't need to learn nothing else. Yeah, big up Kodagan. From you know you don't need to know nothing else. And because you think you know why you can't develop the people. Shabani, them want to disseminate the African culture in the country. You see, now you see, the African culture, them try and do all kind of things, but like our ancestors don't try and they will never win. Because you see, the more pressure them put on the people have returned to their own culture. And that now I return the people mind to Africa. You see, because the people get to know now that no longer we can depend on no foreign culture. So we have to cultivate and recultivate and develop our own. Because we have seen all of them fail. And you see, hail up. You see, the thing is, every Africans go to Africa and knock you out and beat that out of it. You know, see you come forward. People like the Iron Eye Man and a whole heap of other people who arise now to overstand that the Africa consciousness is the only way to go. Because we have to see the world through the eyes of our ancestors and we arise to that. So now, that's why now we can't dismiss them boy when we vote for them and then talk, they're not got no power because they're not for Africa. If you check, no, nature, for example, me listen to nature talk, me never hear nature quote no African think tank, you know. Nature quote Animal Farm, and to me name no Animal Farm mean. Nature quote that boy they from Europe, that boy they from there. And not just nature, all of them. Me bonfire upon Arnhem Eustace. When he make it, I think was the last speech, hear him say, a great man say that good must conquer evil. Why he had to say that? Is he ashamed of who he is? Why he said like that? Why he did not say the Emperor Haile Selassie say that? You see that, me tell you. That's what me just talk about. But the youth of them arise and get to know the difference. That all of them are waste of time. Because they are not grounded. They do not point our people towards our root. You don't hear them talking about anything that comes to from our ancestry. They talk like the world that we begin with them and we don't have no root. And because them don't have no root. You see. People like nature and Leacock and all the rest of them, call all of them. They don't have any knowledge of their African heritage. They have no knowledge of their African story, origin, and culture. Cocotte and bread. So this is why now, they cannot lead a people who they do not know. And look upon them. The best thing they can do, I run down the road and talk about Ralph go Africa, go study black people. Don't do head. All of them. They want to rule a people who they don't know. How do you rule a people who you don't know? They will not move to you. Because you are a stranger to them. And that the way who are you not know, oh, me born there, you born there? No mean nothing. If you don't know who you born between, well, you have a problem. You see? That's why you don't know how to harness the competence of the people. You see me say? Because all you know you born here. Born way. You born here but you not come from here. A big difference. Ralph born here but you not come from here. And all the politics and them out there. Them born here but they not come from here. Because they don't know how to develop here. So they can't tell me them come from here. They don't know how to harness the competence of their own people. And I tell me so them come from here. You see what I say? We got how many miles of water out there? Are you take it and gateway? It were you. Are you take it and gateway to foreigners? Because you have no confidence in our people that we could control and benefit from the Atlantic Ocean. Are you gateway? And when Donna come now tell I got money, I got this and that one, I give away post. NDP never cry out against Ralph. I take all the agricultural soil and put them under concrete. Are you saying? Everything we have got to in the name of development, are you gateway? And when I done, I blame the people. I gateway. No, are you gateway? Are the people them gateway? Which one are the people and then go out there and bring alien inside there, so reptilian alien in here for cover up our agricultural soil with that? Which one are the people and then go out there and give with the Atlantic 200 miles to alien? I do that. And when I done, I come back in and tell her we bullshit by now they not power when I sell out. Yeah? You come tell I that you not got no one in another land here, even area who they are foreign, who could have buy boat to harness the Atlantic, and that you are trying to tell I? And that you are trying to tell me? No, that area couldn't harness the Atlantic. What's the most skillful fisherman I got here? A man a left here, a run foreign, in some little low down speedboat, a brave water, go all boat up there. Go ply them trading whichever way they way. And you have come tell us, say, we not got man, we not got skillful people to man the Atlantic, so you have to take the Atlantic and give them away. Now when you done, you come tell her you one whole bag of bullshit. Eh? With the guy there, you have area dancing a pen. And Taiwan own the Atlantic. Because I not got no competence among her to develop the Atlantic, so I have to give them away. Billions of dollars yearly come out the Atlantic and I don't get none. Are we still there in a poverty? So where's the difference? We are come tell us. Ralph say that Milton has no right to go join up with a renegade state named Taiwan. James come and give them half the Atlantic. He come and give them the next half. And when they done here, come tell her, we say, talk about poverty. And come talk about I must take cut salary. When you give away all our wealth. You see me I show you? And why you give her well? Now for hold her down in a poverty. You see? And this opposition, this opposition, what tell we with them not got no power. Then I educate the people towards them thing there. You want more power than to educate your people towards. No, but you want benefit of the same handout from Taiwan too. Because remember I they started. They want to go in there and benefit of I too. I not give nothing, I not came on boy people. Not tell me no dotishness, you know. You see? O'Neill been a race at I make out O'Neill to be a fool. You try you. In the opposition, I never support what O'Neill has say. You see? I never try to unfold what O'Neill has say to tell the people whether or not them think they possible or not. No, because that go bring fame to O'Neill. You see? It's not the development of the country depend on the mind, you know. It is about you. Like so Rasta man I used to say, two of them. Nothing can happen to Rasta for Rasta unless it happen to them. That's why they're in the backbench now. And Black Lion go forward. Because Black Lion no say it's not about I. Me? But I mean nothing in this yet. It's not about me, I mean about it. You see? It's about flipping the chip that are you hiding with people's mind. Fire burn. Montgomery Cupid. I understand that there are government workers being refused their salary because they did not take the vaccine. What wicked leaders do we have in this country? It's time for the righteous leadership in the righteous leadership in this land. Oh, let me cut out anything there. Monty, the truth about that part there, see that part there? That happened to us because we allow it. See that part there? That happened to us because we allow it. You see? So we have to burn some fire upon we now too. That happened to us because we allow it. Right? We sit down here and left it all to them. And forgetting that this is our land. We left it all to them. So that's why now. We put ourselves in the position that they could tell us unless we not do with them so we can't work. Remember 100 and something thousand now, so now we forget that. You see? Me I blame we for that. Me I blame we for that. Not them wicked. For that part I no call them wicked. Me call we wicked. Because we sit down and take that. We take that. Because from we stand up in their face, then can't force we to do nothing. We had the power to tell them go home. But we not do that. Because they overwhelm we brain with fear. And we still think that they're important. That's our problem. Where happen right here, sir? Our problem. We create that. By giving up our power to them. We create that. By believing that they are there for us. We create that. Is 100 and something thousand and we all always sit down in our house. What will they do? The situation is gone further than them. The situation has come to us. And the only solution to that pollution is to fire them. But we not fire them. We still a creep under with their oppression. We not fire them. So when you see come to that, we mustn't cry. We must take what we get. In reality, we must take what we get there. Because Because until we recognize that we have to fire them, they will think that we agree with what they're doing. If you notice what happening, if you notice the level of fear them a drive, the people and then get so frightened now that, watch, me see a mother out there with a youth with a mask over his face. The youth have a cool. And every minute the youth have cough in the mask. What do you think happened there? What do you think happened there? The youth have cough in the mask. What do you think happened there? Read and spell for yourself. Everything they are happening. Are responsible. Like the great warrior Casper Marshall, procrastination is the thief of time. And people think on these things. His Majesty. Let us seize on areas of agreement and not now. Because men and people of desperate origin come together for a common cause. You see? And it's only that which we do for ourselves will be done for us. Marcus Garvey teaches us to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery, because no one but ourselves can free our minds. As long as the brain is being locked down by fear, it believes everything it hears and analyzes nothing. Our people know that we are the creators of our and maintainers of our problem. Just free our mind, big up our energy. Let the joy flow with us so that it could lift our consciousness higher and we could rise into the people who we really are. No. And as I journey, because plenty work there to do. As I journey, remember the importance of Behil. And what Behil I try to do for us. Let us keep that foremost in our minds. And the level of creativity Behil I use to bring the voices of the people outside to be heard. See? Behil has adopted this other program, Bell in the Nation, a talk program, a talk show. And I seek with people and them to full take in it. Express how they are and them see the things that I can do to move forward. Join Sister Doris. And then I try to work together. So when I could get I people and I island going forward. And put the starliner to sail again. See? So any little contribution that I could afford may come towards Behil in any farm that I know. I do things for I sell. I recognize what I could develop and support that. You see, this is the reality we are dealing with. So, big up on yourself and spread the love and the joy while I journey towards the next level of what I do. Because all of I have work to do. And so I have to give thanks to the I and them who take time out of the I and them busy work they do to listen to Ghetto Reasoning. I come out and got up through the sponsorship of Behil, and of which none of the conversation and talk we go on, so however I might want to call it, Behil not responsible for none of them there. All of them strictly come from Black Lion, Fire Burn. So big up on yourself and I people, and I journey. line I try to make contribution, come up with the little ideas, come up front line and try to harness them, behave they have to expose them thing there. All the whatever cultural aspect we have got, in whichever way I can make money, things how we can do. Yeah man, that's how we jump on the star line right now and pull up the anchor, make it start to sail. Africa we are going higher. Hot fire!